Hey you guys, Erica Grant here. I know it has been a while since I have done a blog, but it's just been a long 6 months, 7 months at that probably. So I just wanted to do a quick blog and let you guys know how my fast is going. Well, I started on Monday, which would have been the 4th of March, and the first week it about killed me. Now, the month before, I prepared very well for it. I gradually started getting myself off of chocolate, because that's one of the things that I have a problem with is chocolate and coffee. I was drinking 3 cups a day of coffee and eating 6 Kit Kats a day and 12 Reese's Pieces. I mean, it got bad. I allowed myself to be, to get to that point. I allowed stress to affect me in that way where I was eating a lot of chocolate and drinking a lot of coffee, which, is just not good for anybody. And I noticed a decrease in my energy, which naturally I have a lot of energy, and just in my mindset. My mindset was just the past, 7 months, it hasn't been the best. I noticed, it's just been a huge change in me because I allowed things that was going on around me to affect me. And one of the things that affected me was my weight. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but back in July, I got down to 120 pounds. And boy, I was proud of myself for that because one, that was my goal. Despite of what anyone else has to say about whether it was too, that's too skinny, that's, you should, that's not a good goal, whatever. Despite what anyone had to say about it, that was my personal goal. That's what I felt comfortable at being at. And that's what I was determined to get to. And I not only got to that goal, but I had lost 10.2 pounds in 10 days. And, I merely did it by changing my mindset of weight, of what I thought about, fat, what's skinny, just my whole mindset concerning that. Now, a lot of people will say, don't look at the scale doesn't matter. The scale matters to me, I associate the scale with, okay, if I'm at this particular weight, I'm not at a good weight for myself. If I'm not at that particular weight, then, if I am at that particular weight, then, I'm a good weight for myself. And also at being at that particular weight, I noticed my body was a certain way and in a certain shape that I liked and I thought was good for me because I naturally have a small frame. So, if someone else carries the same weight as me and the same height, it may look different on them than me because of our frames. For instance, before doing the fast, I weighed 141.8 pounds. Yes, I gained 21 pounds, all due to how I was allowing the stress and the things that was going on around me, how I was allowing it to affect me. It affected me in a way where it was affecting my health. I'm already anemic. I already knew that, but I was severely anemic due to how I was eating, and it was making me sick, and it made me fat. Not the first couple of months. The first couple of months, I actually lost more weight. I got down to 117, not by choice, but again, because of how I was allowing everything around me to affect me mentally, emotionally, and physically. So, with all that being said, yes, I got to 141.8. And I decided to do the fast because of, like I told you, my addiction to chocolate and coffee. I don't want to be addicted to anything. Now, granted, I also want to be healthier, but I like to eat. And I was doing all my research on fasting and, just merely consuming veggies and fruits, not a whole lot of fruits because of the sugar. And that's the thing that I'm trying to not really cut out of my life, but make sure I'm not addicted to. So, all the research that I have done on doing fruits and veggies and, fruits and veggies fast, what it can do and how it can reset my system. So that way when I do eat chocolate, because I'm not giving up chocolate, I don't know about coffee yet. I'm doing good now without it, but it's kind of been my morning ritual. But the whole point is I don't want to be addicted to it. Okay, so when I do eat it, I will not feel the urge to eat more than what I have to eat, or become to the point where I'm eating 12 Reese's Pieces, which is just ridiculous. Okay, so back to my point. I have a paper here because I tend to ramble, and I want to make sure that I'm saying all of my points that I am trying to get out. So like I say, it's been a while, and with doing this fast, I basically decided, because with the fast, it's also going to help me physically, emotionally, spiritually, as well as physically as well. And with that being said, I also wanted to do a goal with my business. Some of you may or may not know I am I'm in a business that basically helps me to learn how to market. How to market, and at the same time, you're making crazy money with it. I'm not here to sell anybody on that. I just want to let you know what my goals are. So I am committing myself to 90 days of blogging. It's a blogging system that, I am a part of. And I'm using that blogging system, or using the techniques that I have learned and am learning to do this challenge. So I'm doing a 90-day blogging challenge. I will be blogging every day about how I am changing myself, my life, because it has gotten out of whack. And I needed to get back in order. It's slowly getting there, but it's hard when you have developed bad habits, or when you have, when you've allowed your esteem to become very low. I had very, very high self-esteem, and during the whole process, I allowed all of that to affect me, and it affected my self-esteem. Hence also, I'm thinking the weight. So anyways, okay, so with the weight, I'm doing the fast, started the fast, felt horrible the first week, okay? I decided I was going to weigh myself on Monday. No, I actually weighed myself, I think, on Friday or Saturday. And I lost 4 pounds. And I'm like, okay, that's good. I would have loved to lose more, because I know I can lose more. And, it is not unhealthy if your body releases it, and if you're not doing anything detrimental to yourself to lose the weight, like starving yourself. With this fast, I'm not starving myself. It's just resetting my body. I'm not doing it solely for the purpose of losing weight. I know how to lose weight with eating the way that I was eating. But like I said, because of just how my whole mindset is right now, I wanted to do this fast. About the time I lost, about 4 pounds, whatever. Monday, I weighed myself. I didn't lose not 1 pound. And I was pissed, okay? So I'm like, okay, I'm doing this fast. I'm not losing as much weight as I feel I should be losing. Yeah, I know, cry me a river. Some people may not lose 4 pounds in a week, but I'm used to losing 7. I could lose a pound a day easily. I have done it before. It's all about changing your mindset and focusing on your goal. Changing your mindset. And if I can do that with my weight, I can do that with every area of my life, including the area of my finances. Because right now, that's something I really want to work on. That's something I really need to work on. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like I said, I can ramble, so let me stick with this list. So I'm going to be doing a 90-day challenge, okay? And it's going to be, it's going to help me with the mental process, and it's going to help me physically, emotionally, as well as I'm still going to continue to do the fast because I have committed myself to 21 days. And as much as I would love to quit, I've committed myself to 21 days. I'm going to stick with 21 days. This is my second week, and it's getting easier by the day. Last week, not so much. Last week I would have I would have eaten a wall if I thought it had chocolate in it, because it was that bad for me. Okay, so I'm also setting a goal for my weight. In little less than 3 months, I'm gonna be 32. Okay, now I know 32 to some it may be like, if you're in your 20s, you're like, oh my gosh, 32. But if you're older than 32, you're like, oh, that's still a baby. For me, I'm getting older, okay? It makes no sense to flip-flop the way that I have been flip-flopping with everything that's going on. I don't want to start off being 32, being where I am right now. I want to have a better life. I want to have financial freedom. I want to, with my weight, I want to be at the weight that I feel I should be, which is 120. So I'm setting a goal for my weight April 1st. You have heard it. April 1st, I will get down to 120 pounds. Now, currently, I just weighed myself. I weigh 139. And I would show you guys. Matter of fact, if you look at the picture at the bottom of this video, you'll see how, that's me at 141.8. That's what I look like right now. Okay, so I think every week I'm probably going to take a picture of myself, and I try to take a picture of my scale because that's what I did the last time to prove to people that I was actually losing the weight. Like, you can say all day, oh yeah, I lost this weight, but if people ain't seeing it, I want you guys to know that that's what I'm doing, and that's what's going on. So but with my scale, it's an LED scale. So my camera doesn't pick up the actual numbers on it. So I gotta figure out what to do about that, because I want to show you guys how I'm doing this. And I want you guys to see when I'm on a scale, and I want you guys to see that, just like how I did back in July. So I encourage you guys to follow me, and if there is any area in your life that you guys are wanting to change, join me on this journey. If you feel that, yeah, I'm overweight too, and I want to lose the weight. I want to change my mindset so that I can just release the weight. Or I want to change my mindset so I can become financially free. Or I want to change my mindset so that, my family has a better life. Whatever it is, anything in your life, this can help you. Okay, so just stay tuned, and if you want, subscribe to my blog so it'll come through your email and you'll get it every day, or you can just as I'm posting it on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, you can see it then. So until tomorrow, I will talk with you guys soon. Bye.